So I don't know if there was anything that warrants him getting up and punching this guy in the face. Like, okay, he made the joke and you didn't like it and your wife didn't like it. But how many spots between you getting up from your seat on live television, walking up to the stage, did you have the chance to restrain yourself and not behave badly on TV?
But you don't think sometimes some people reach their breaking point, or the wife reached her breaking point?
And so you punch somebody else in the face on live television? That I feel like that was not, like, if we were talking about like legal, I don't know if that falls in the definition of like a reaction. Right. Because you had time to compose yourself.
There are consequences that can happen from that. But in that moment, as you can see over the years or with people, sometimes enough is enough. So, and maybe that was just, he may not have acted out in the right legal sense, but y'all taking him for Poppy show and his wife. So what you want him to do?
You're in the spotlight. Is this the first time a joke has been made at your expense?
So maybe he needed to make an example.
You don't make jokes at other people's expenses in other settings too?
And maybe this was a point when he needed to make an example, like, stop, keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
And then you're asking me if I was Jada, right?
Yes, right. He comes back to his
comes back down to the seat. I'm also going to exercise restraint like how he should, because I want to tell you, like, what the hell is your problem? Why would you just go, you've now embarrassed me?
What if she's not embarrassed?
You ask me how I feel.
Okay.
That's embarrassing to me that you've acted out in public, like, immaturely to me.
Okay.
Right? So there's, as Will Smith, right? And as Jada, there are plenty of other ways for you to deal with that. Your wife hosts a show where she sits down and has mature conversations about hard topics. So and this is your behavior on national television.
So what I see playing out here is that, of course, there's a debate. Everything is a debate. But I think we don't know the behind the scenes of what drove Will to do that. What really had Jada roll her eyes at that point, right? Like, I don't know, but I feel like it was probably a couple that has had enough. Maybe he didn't act the right way about it, whatever. But I feel like it's just a couple that has had enough, and I'm gonna sit back and allow them to handle it how they want to handle it, because we have made fun of them over everything, and I don't know, I feel like this was probably...
We haven't made fun of them over everything. Will and Jada have only in recent times allowed themselves to be made fun of. They put themselves in this position. How many years have gone by we knew nothing about their relationship?
Because she came up with a red table.
But that's what I'm saying. So you've put yourself in this position now.
I'm sure there's been things. Remember, social media now find every little thing to make
but I'm
a
saying
joke of.
we were not privy, like they were. Remember, one of the things we used to talk about is how private the Smith family is. How much of their lives was so unknown for such a long period of time.
We've said that?
Not we. Like,
I know we've said that about
media.
Beyonce and Jay-Z, but in regards to Will and Jada, I don't think that we probably just haven't heard anything, or we haven't gotten any content.
Prior to the Red Table Talk, Will Smith didn't even have social media for a long period of time.
Right.
Remember when he came back out with social media and started doing all these crazy things online? That's recent, in the last 3 years.
Even his crying face from that show that he did. Social media will still find a way. But that's what I'm saying. That's recent.
That
show that he did when his son was like a little jit. That was not recent.
I don't know what that is then.
The face with his fro and he's crying because he can't get into the movie with the kid.
Oh, you mean the movie?
Right, but what I'm saying,
that's a movie.
But I'm saying his
Pursuit of Happiness.
His face is, what I'm saying is, it's still used to be made. They still make fun of it, right?
You think that affects him personally? That's a movie role he played, and the face is being used to represent a meme.
Right. What I'm saying is, social media will still find content, whether or not it's in the positive or the negative. They will still pull something to make fun of. So maybe we weren't paying attention then. Maybe they didn't have anything. I feel like it's now in the last couple of years, in the last few years, that now we're finding everything to like jab at people. It's now fun. Everything is fun.
Yeah,
like, even in this seriousness, Tupac comes back, right? Like Tupac wouldn't have slapped Chris Rock. He would have shot him, right? Like people still are finding a way to.
I agree with that, but I'm saying that the two of them have experience in exercising restraints and being private about what they.
And it could be a publicity stunt.
It could be a publicity stunt. Honestly, I wasn't even really trying to get into this because this type of stuff annoys me. Because I really believe that he did not have to behave like that on television for multiple reasons, for the reasons I've stated before, and for the fact that now, if another perspective people are going after is how this has tainted the historic moment that was supposed to be last night for Black people in the performing arts and in Oscars, right? That is tainted now, right? All the people who were in the production of King Richard.
And tainted depending on what angle you're looking at it, right?
Because he was like the one of few Black actors to win that award. He was now on a number list. Like he's the whatever person to win this award. Now nobody's talking about the award that he won and the whatever about the movie. Now we're talking about him getting up and showing his ass on television and punching another Black man in the face on TV, and then continuing to double down on that by yelling at him like a child.
I hear what you're saying.
You could have told Chris Rock later on, if you wanted to make a public thing of it, you could tweet, you could make a video, you could get on the Red Table Talk and let them know that you didn't whatever.
Maybe they've tried things before. What I'm saying is, even with this topic, one of the things I even wanted to say with this is that this is another one of those things, guys, that guess what? Not because we're Black don't mean that we all gotta agree on it. You know what I'm saying? We don't. You know, I think that's another thing. People think because we're all Black and we're all women or men or whatever, that we all have to agree that that's the way Will should have handled it, or that's not the way he should have handled it. This is still another topic we don't have to agree on.
Yeah, and then the other thing I think I can say that yes, these celebrities are just are people too, and not everybody knows how to compose themselves and handle themselves in awkward or stressful situations. But I do believe that these particular people, this particular couple, they're not new to the spotlight. This is not their first rodeo. They are actual veterans in this game.
But a couple years ago, it was Solange punching Jay-Z in the elevator.
Yeah, but I'm saying
they're veterans to the game too.
I don't. But that wasn't a public display. They were in an elevator, and she maybe didn't realize or take note of, okay, there's this camera watching. But that wasn't a public display on live television. Yes, it got caught on recording. But that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference to me. And I think somebody like Will Smith, based off of the personality he has portrayed to us in his life, like what his real life looks like, I think somebody like him had the tools in his pocket to exercise restraint and to not let this become a national spectacle. That is just my thing. And if I was the wife sitting there, I may not show it, but I am not proud of you for behaving that way.
Okay.
I'm not proud. Like, I feel like you could, and if I know that you can behave better, I'm not proud of you. I'm not gonna make the world know right in that moment. I wish they had shown what she looked like after the fact. Because I would be mortified. You know, now, so we're mad because they're talking about us and all this. Here's another thing we've added on our plate for them to discuss about us.
And you know what? Maybe he's just a man that was just pushed into the corner. And listen, my wife is already getting on my chopping blocks. Y'all over here, like, he's irrational, right? I don't know what. I just don't know what to do to make you happy, right? Like your friend, are they friends? Chris Rock and Will? Cause
I don't know.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know. I would like to hear later on when maybe the next Red Table Talk, and we'll hear what really is going on. But I think about if it's your, I saw one of my friends post that if you're talking about my mom and she has cancer, I probably would do the same thing. Like, you are making fun of somebody's sickness.
Does the person know that your mom has cancer when they're talking about your mom?
I don't know, but that's the thing. I remember I posted in the group to you guys. Did Chris know that?
Right. I don't know if he did. I didn't know that she had anything. I thought her cutting her hair was just a fashion choice, a style
I'm not
choice.
sure if I knew or not. If I did, I don't remember. I don't know if I heard it on the table talk or something. I feel like maybe I knew something was there because she and the daughter shaved the head and stuff at the same time or whatever. But yeah, when I heard people putting it in different shoes, like if that is my family and they're going through something behind the scenes and they're sick, and I am tired of people making fun of you and what is going on, and I have, especially in this light, like you really try to come at my wife about her sickness right here. You disrespected me publicly, so I'ma handle you publicly.
But when you go to these award shows that people are continuously being made fun of throughout the night,
and I agree with you on that.
You happen to be at the butt of this joke.
And it's reason that I remember even when people, cracking, remember back in the day, I always hated it because I'm like, you cannot, I don't know.
Well, see, I just didn't put myself in a position to be cracked on. I didn't get all up in.
People were cracking on you as you walk by, right?
No.
Like,
I don't know.
I think things like this is completely going to change the face of comedy. Do you think?
Why though? Why should it?
I mean, look at even gay rights, right? People cannot make fun of gay people like they used to.
Right.
That has changed the face of talking about.
Yes.
That has changed. So now think about this. Now I'm a comedian and I'm getting up on stage now. Homie, I'm not going to use that as a joke. Well, so what am I going to say now?
Yeah. I mean, I have different thoughts about that when it comes to comedy, but yeah, I hear you, but I think
people are going to be more careful in terms of even like what Chappelle said in his special, right? But I think that the faces of different things now is shifting. It's shifting. It is.
Okay. Well,
I think things that people were a bit more quieter on, they're more vocal about. I don't know. I think that we'll just see what all of this, the outbursts, even Kanye, right? I see people like on the fence with him. 1 minute this is a man that's going through mental thing and he's crying out for help, but y'all again using him as a butt of a joke, right? And then on the other end, we just was talking about space for Black men and their mental health, and then we turn around and we're like, Kanye gets this for picking white women to be with, right? Like, what are we trying to say here? Is this Will's mental cry? Is there something off with Will? Is this a man that is screaming for help, right? Maybe his marriage is going through something. He's stressed. He just finished his big production. I don't know.
I don't know either. And
we don't know.
All I know is Will Smith bread butter both sides, as far as my mother would say. Okay?
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Even whatever happens, he's still good.
Yeah.
Right, he good.
And then and then the other part of me is like, so what did they distract us from today?
Right.
Who dropped a bomb somewhere that we have no clue about? Because what was our social media filled with?
Everything about
Will Smith and Chris Rock, who gone home to their luxurious lives. For what? All right. That's that.